Come on in. I hope you all can hear me. Good evening. I'm here behind the camera. I don't have the video on. Um, so I'm here to talk to you all. You're not going to see my beautiful face because I haven't changed and I don't want to put certain things in my videos. But I had to be obedient and come share this message. Share this message. So let me know if you all can hear me. You won't be able to see me, but you should be able to hear me. So let me know if you can hear me. I can still see you all in the chat, but you just won't be able to see me. So come on in. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, a magnificent day, an awesome day. I had an awesome day. My day was awesome. I always have good days. I have more good days than bad days, right? And that's intentional. You know, I get up, I have a whole routine when I get up in the morning to make sure I set my day and command my day so that I can have more control over the mood of my day. I don't like being swayed to and from, by things that go on. That's why I don't understand how people could get up so early in the morning and allow their spirit to be polluted by the news. Some people say they to get up to find out what's going on in the world. No, I say some people just get up and they like gossip. They like negativity because I can't feed my spirit negativity early in the morning. It does something to my soul. So I don't watch TV anyways, but to get up early in the morning and that's the first thing I do, no, that's not healthy. Put in the comments if you can hear me. Just say yes or put a thumbs up. And let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I'm trying to make sure if I'm looking at the chat. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. You won't be able to see me because I don't have the camera on. Put a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. I see someone there. I don't know if YouTube is delayed, but let me know. Yes, type yes if you can hear me. Please type yes if you can hear me, just to let me know you can hear me before I give my message. Come on in. Hello? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, LaTanya. Lindsay, thank you so much. So, what I was talking about, my title is Everything Restored, right? This morning, I was getting ready for work. Me and my daughter, we were getting ready for work. And, I was cleaning up the kitchen because, I was lazy last night. I didn't clean the kitchen. And it was a few dishes in the sink. Usually I don't do that, but sometimes you do, Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. But I was getting up. I got up early, did my little routine. I get up, I do my devotions, I pray. I get up and I spend time with God because, like I said, I have to set my day. And I think that's very important that you get up and set your day. But anyways, I was cleaning my kitchen and, I moved where I live at. I moved here about 2 years ago, right? This year will make 2 years. So, I sold my house and I moved to this apartment. It's kind of like, downsized, right? And I'm so thankful. I thank God for it. I thank God for, everything, right? So God gave me this revelation. So I was talking to my daughter and I was cleaning out the microwave because I'm old school. When I clean everything. I be all in the nooks and crannies. And I was just trying to do this before I went to work, right? So I was cleaning out the microwave and I just realized with the microwave, my microwave is brand new. And God gave me this revelation. And he told me every appliance that I have in my house, except my fridge, because the fridge was practically brand new when I moved in. But every appliance in my house was replaced, right? In my apartment. Everything was replaced. I got a new stove, new microwave, new wash machine, new dishwasher. So God gave me the revelation this morning that everything would be restored, right? He was telling me this in my life, but I know this applied to others because he wanted me to come on and give this message. And I don't have my camera on because I just came from work, and I don't like to put my, and you all shouldn't do it either. I don't like to put my work, nothing regarding my work in my video. So that's why I'm off camera, right? So, and I have the work logo. So I don't want to, I don't do that because I don't want anything to ever come back and say, that I'm associating this with my job. No, this is my YouTube channel. I'm a content creator as well. So this is separate from my job, right? But he gave me that revelation, and he said that, you see how I got you got this new microwave, you got a new dishwasher, you got a new stove, you got a new wash machine. I had new paint in my bathroom because some of the paint like was peeling, like over time, the way they glazed the bathtub and the walls, sometimes it would peel. So they came in and put new paint on, like glazed my restroom, and it was like brand new. So he told me everything that I feel I lost, or everything that, was taken from me, will be restored. And some of you all are going to be experiencing the same thing. Everything you thought you lost, whether it was a job, a relationship, you lost money, an apartment, friendship, a marriage, he's going to restore that, right? That's what God showed me. Everything that I lost, I'm going to be restored, and it's going to be as if I never lost it, or I never experienced it. It's going to be like brand new. There's going to be restoration, right? Restoration. Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it is a marriage. Maybe it is a friendship, or some type of, relationship that was severed for whatever reason, right? God told me he's going to restore everything. So I just wanted to come share that revelation with you all, because maybe someone needed to hear that. And I know it did, because there's no way I would have came on camera, on live, without my camera. There's no way I would have come on live, because I'm always on my camera. I don't have a problem being on camera. So I know this message was for someone. So you're welcome, Latanya. So I know this message is for someone. You just have to have faith, and you just have to believe and trust, and don't get so caught up in what you see, right? Because faith is believing when you cannot see it, right? You got to believe for something you don't see. That's why we're instructed to walk by faith and not by sight, because sight, destruction, and hell can be going on around you, but by faith, God is doing something. He's doing something miraculously. He's doing something marvelous. He's reconstructing things, right? He's reconstructing things. That's why you have to have a relationship with him as well. When you have a relationship with him, he'll guide you and tell you what to do and what not to do. But you only could get that revelation when you have that relationship with him, right? If you don't have that personal relationship, he won't be able to guide you. And a lot of times when God is guiding us, it's always opposite of what people say we should be doing, or what people think we should be doing. Because like the word says, his ways are not like our ways. Hi, D. His ways are not like our ways. So when you have a personal relationship with him, everybody could be going right, and he'll tell you to go left. Just because everybody's going right don't make them right, right? So everyone is going right, he tell you to go left, and you feeling stupid, you're feeling dumb, you're feeling like, you're not doing the right thing, and you go left, and the promised land is to the left, and everybody to the right don't just walked off a cliff, and you over there in the promised land, you over there eating by yourself in the promised land because you were obedient. You were obedient. You were obedient. So we have to be mindful. We have to be tapped in and tuned in and have our personal relationship with God. If 2020 didn't teach me anything, it taught me, let me turn my little Instacart app off. Hold on. 2020 didn't teach me anything. It taught me to go deeper in my relationship, my personal relationship with God. I don't have to consult with anyone else because I can consult with God. He'll tell and guide me. If I'm unsure, he sent me some kingdom friends, kingdom relationships where I could use kingdom resources, human resources that I can use if I need to really get, some consulting. If something is just too devastating, or I can't think right, or I'm not in my right emotions. But we have to have that personal relationship so he can guide us. Because 9 times out of 10, what people saying we should do, that's not what we should do. When I tell you, D, I prayed for mine. First, I became one, right? I became a kingdom friend, but I prayed for mine. I have 2, I know, solid, good kingdom friendships. And everybody relationships look different, but I know for sure I got 2 kingdom ones. And when I mean kingdom, they're not perfect. They're not holier than thou. They're just good, pure-hearted, genuine people who encourages me, who tell me the truth, try to give me good advice or talk about good things. I feel good around these people. I'm myself. That's when it's kingdom, when you can be yourself and you don't feel like you're being judged, or you don't feel like you got to pretend to be someone else to be around them. I could really be myself, and I am myself regardless. But that's when you have kingdom friendships. It's not superficial. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You don't have any guards up. You don't have any mask on. You're pure. You yourself. But that's what I want to come share with you all. He's restoring everything. God gave me that revelation. I was like, oh, look at God. Look at God. Hey, Joanne. I'm like, look at God showing me revelation through all my new appliances and stuff in my apartment. I'm like, look at God. And it takes time, and it takes work, and it takes being focused, right? To see those things. I'm a very grateful person, and I see blessings in everything. I see blessings and transformation in everything, even in the worst of things. And over time, God taught me that. I didn't get there overnight, but I always still had a positive perspective about everything. Like at work the other day, one of my coworkers, we don't work closely together, but we still work together. And, she was experiencing a leak in her office. And, she was talking about the leak, but by the Spirit, I say that's abundance. That's overflow. And she was so amazed that I had that, analogy. But just to see things like that would do people some justice, because I see everything by the Spirit. Like, you may see it as a leak, but I see it as abundance. Blessings are chasing you down, even in the office. You can't run from them. She said, I received that. She received that real quick. But people don't see things like that. I do. I've always been that type of person to see things from like this spiritual view. Everything is not as what it seems. Everything is not what as it seems. Right? We got to look at the spiritual thing. Just like I know by the Spirit, some people could come singing my praises. You know how some people come singing your praises, bearing gifts. But behind that spirit, behind the gifts is a spirit. Right? And I had to learn this over time. So I'm always in the Spirit to be reading folks by the Spirit. Because it ain't really hard. It's not hard to do. When you stay tapped in with God and you be in that spiritual place, it's easy to pick up on people. You can tell them by by their fruit. You can tell them by their fruit what they say out of their mouth. It's not like I'm, psychic. I do have spiritual gifts. It's not like I'm psychic. I can see through somebody's soul or something like that. No, I do have a gift. And many of us have gifts. We just are not quiet and we don't spend time with God to operate in our gifts. We all have gifts. God has all given us something. And the strangest thing about our gifts, we dismiss these gifts. See, when God give you a gift, money can't buy that. Money can't buy the gift. No type of education in the world could buy the gift God has imparted in us. Nobody could buy a person having the gift of discerning of spirits, the gift of discernment, the gift of interpretation, the gift of being a dreamer. Like, you can't buy that. God has given all of us gifts. I'm a dreamer too. I'm a dreamer. I steward my dreams well. I document everything. And the more connected that I am with God, the more thankful I am of my gifts, and the better I steward my gifts. Because God give us these gifts to protect us. He give us these gifts to protect us, not to tell people, oh, I know, God see what God had to show me. God had to tell me, you got this gift for your protection. You got a gift for your protection. It's not for you to be telling everybody, oh, God showed me this, God showed me that. No, he give you gifts and he show you things so you know how to move accordingly with people. So you know how to navigate different situations. It's not for you to be, telling, oh, I dreamed this, or, I know this, God showed me this. No, that's not for you to do that. He show you things by the Spirit so you can navigate in certain situations, navigate in your family, navigate in the workplace, navigate in some of these churches. Okay? He show you those things by the Spirit for a reason. And for you to be a good steward, and giving you insight. Sometimes he give you insight before things happen so you can pray against and intercede, and some things you just can't intercede, it's just, the dream is just showing you what is going to take place. Hey, Kings and Queens Coaching Group. So I just wanted to come share that with you all. That's all. Yep, I want to come share that with you all. So, yeah, you got to see things in a positive way. I know the world is so riddled with, let me tell you something. The news is not there to help you. Watching the news and listening to all the negativity on the news, that's not going to help your spirit. I know we are in some trying times. I know we are. And I'm not saying that, I'm oblivious to what's going on, or I'm trying to run and put my head underneath the sand and not, and not be concerned with what's going on in the world. Because believe it or not, God is raising up people to help with the issues that are going on in the world. He got his folks that he's raising up, and he's imparting wealth into them because he know they're going to do right. He know they're going to be his hand and feet and to help people who need help. Right? I know that for a fact. Okay, I know that for a fact, and people are doing it now. But he is raising up more people to go out and be able to help meet the needs of people. But what I was going to say is, listening to the news and allowing the news to put fear in you will stop you from operating in your God-given gifts. It'll stop you from operating in your God-given gifts, because you're going to be so fearful and you're going to be so stingy and afraid that you're missing out on your blessing. So you can't allow the news and negativity to stop you from giving freely, from being stop you from listening and being led by the Holy Spirit to give to people, to help those in need, instead of hoarding and holding on to everything. Because if you have faith and you have, I won't say crazy faith, you have just this bold faith, because I use that name, I go by that name sometimes. When you have this bold faith, you know that the session, he gonna always look out for his children. He gonna always look out for those who are tapped in. Let me know if you all can hear me. Can you all hear me? Because my sister was trying to call, but I'm almost done anyway. Let me know if you can still hear me. But he's going to always he's going to always take care of. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all can still hear me. But he's going to always take care of his people. I'm a witness to that, right? Regardless of what's going on, he's going to take care of you, and he's going to teach you how to be a good steward over your resources, right? Because a lot of us were not good steward over our resources, and he's teaching us that, because God does everything decently and in order, right? So that's what I want to talk to you all about. He's restoring everything, and you have to make sure you have bold faith and you're tapped in and you're spending that personal time with him. Now, it doesn't make sense to be going to church every Sunday and you don't know God. You don't have a personal relationship with him. Going to church every Sunday is not the same as knowing God personally. I just want to bust somebody's bubble. I want to bust somebody's bubble, somebody's little religious bubble. Because we all know folks that go to church all the time and they still have hell in them. They still have hell in them. They still mean and angry. Not saying you're going to be perfect, right? Not saying, you're supposed to be just walking and have no feelings, no emotions. Because I tell people all the time, I'm from the south side of the kingdom. Because if you try me, I'm fighting back. I ain't turning no other cheek. I don't bother people. But I'm going to defend myself by any means necessary, okay? Because I know I'm kind. I know I'm loving. I don't bother folks. I don't provoke people. I don't start fights. That's not what I do. That's not who I am. I'm not a person to start fights. So for anybody to say I've done something to them, that's a lie. That is a lie, because that's just not who I am. My spirit is I got just a kind spirit. Now, silly acting, I will act silly. We're going to laugh all day and just be silly. Okay. If they say, oh, she's just too silly for me. She, she joked too much, or she, play around too much. That's me. I've toned it down, because I know sometimes joking is really not good. And that's, because sometimes people get offended. So it depends on who it is. Yeah. But that's what I want to talk about. I hope you all enjoyed this message, and yeah, y'all all be blessed. Okay, I'm gonna call my sister back. So you all be blessed, and I will talk to you all later.